it will be much more easier. But at the time for corona effect, we do not access like this. Okay, okay, and that's why I will use a white paper and pen to solve electromagnetic wave equation, our today's topic, and one of the most vital topic in this semester. I have said it in several times. So now I think you can hear me properly.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I should start. There is some noise which is coming. So I should start now. And Divasa, I should start.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you. So I will start now. I don't know the figure is clear. I will try. Okay. I think there is a white paper. You can see properly, but it is very tough to write here. The paper is clear. Clear or
Yes,
Abdullah
sir.
just
Yes.
okay. Sometime I will ask you something, then you should reply. Okay. Now our today's topic is electromagnetic wave equation. Electromagnetic wave equation. Can you see it properly, or if there is any problem?
Yes, sir. We have seen.
Okay. Thank you. Okay, thank you. Now, in our last lecture, we have discussed about four equations which we considered about electromagnetic wave equation. First one, if I say or if I write the differential form only, then I can write del dot D is equal to rho V. Number two, del dot B, obviously it will be vector, is equal to 0 for Gauss law for magnetic field and Gauss law for electrostatic field. We know about this. Number three, del cross A is equal to minus del B divided by del D. And number four, del cross A is equal to J plus del D divided by del T. These are the four equations and which we can consider Maxwell's four equations. Okay, we know about these four equations. Now we have to apply these four equations to solve our electromagnetic wave equation. Okay, we can consider try any one of these. Now, if I consider it is disturbing. If I consider taking curl of equation 3, 1, 2, which implies curl means del cross E. In the right side, it will be same minus del by del T del cross B. That means I have taken here curl. Curl means del cross. Del cross the left side and del cross of the right side. Because as it is differential part, we should take it in the left part. Okay, now if I take curl of this equation, what will happen? The left side it is same. Del cross E is equal to minus del divided by del p into del cross mu h. Why I have written here mu h? Because we know b is equal to mu h. That's why I can write here instead of b mu h. Okay. Now del cross e left side is same minus as it is a constant part, that means mu is permittivity of the medium. As it is constant part, I can write here in the before del divided by del p, that means del cross a. Now if we can see equation 4 means del cross a is equal to j plus del d by del t, right? Now in the right side it is del cross a. If we put value from equation 4 to our this equation, that means putting values from equation 4, we can get del cross e is equal to minus mu del by del t. It is same, and instead of del cross h we can write here j plus del d divided by del t, which we can found from our equation 4. Have you got it? uh, Sometime you should reply, because I am not sure you can hear me properly or not, because this is very tough to hold the mobile in my hand. Can you see it properly, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Okay, thank you. Okay, now for the right side we can write del cross e is same. For the right side it is mu del by del t. Now j means current density, and there is another term where I can write, if I write here in the right side, j can be replaced by sigma e. This is another part. As we can write a short note, j is equal to sigma e. So we can write here instead of j, it is sigma e. Sigma means conductivity of the material. Plus, again we know d is equal to epsilon e. We know it. Now I can write here del into epsilon e divided by del t. Okay. Now del cross e is equal to mu into del by del t sigma e plus, as epsilon is a constant part, we can write like this del e by del t. I think up to this it is okay. Now if we multiply this part through our first one and second one, we will get del cross e is equal to, if we just multiply mu and sigma, that means mu sigma del e by del, we just try to multiply the whole part with our first part. Now again similarly mu, oh sorry, there is a mistake. In the first part there is a minus, I just forgot to write.
The
There's a
last
minus,
line we can
that
see.
means it will be minus. Yes,
The last line is we have
the
to
last.
see.
Oh, okay, now I think now it is clear.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. Now minus and plus, it will be, obviously it will also minus mu epsilon del e by del t. Okay, if we just simply multiply like this, and this is equation number 5. Okay. If I just rotate my mobile, it will be clear to you. If I just rotate my mobile, it will be better, or our previous was better?
Sir, brief, yes. And it's best.
Previous is better, I think. Okay, thank you. Now this is the part. Okay. Now this is our equation number 5. Similarly, if you just write all the lines, it will take 4 to 5 pages. to solve the equation. 4 to 5 days. Now, sometime you should apply some shortcut. Shortcut like this. Similarly, you can write it is acceptable. Instead of E, if we consider our curve of equation 4, similarly we will get del cross H. We have confusion, you can take curve of equation 4, you will get the same result as I can write. That's the technique. Instead of E, you will replace H. Del cross H is equal to minus mu sigma del H divided by del P minus mu epsilon. I'm just trying to replace H in E. That's enough. And now if you have confusion, you can take curl of equation 4. You will get, after solving this kind of equation, this line. If you just write similarly, that's enough. Mu sigma, so it will be del A divided by del T. That's enough. This is equation number 6. Not equation number 5 and equation number 6. After this, it is okay. Now, if I consider like this, so you have equation number 4 and equation number 5. Now, taking vector identity. That means there is a vector formula. Vector formula like this. If you take double cross of any vector, take del cross A, it will be del cross A minus del square A. This is a vector formula. If you take a vector, double cross to any vector, it will be del cross A, obviously vector, minus del square A. And we know for this part, that means del cross A means 0. Where we have found this? For solving our displacement current, we know this. If you take at the same time curl and divergence of any vector, it will be 0. So it is in the right side, it is del square A. Okay. Now in the left side, it is same del cross A. Okay. Now applying this vector identity to our equation 5 and 6. What was our equation 5? Equation 5 was del cross E. This is our equation 5. I will write it again. Is equal to minus mu sigma del E divided by del E minus mu epsilon del E by del T. That was our equation 5. Now I should apply the vector formula in this equation. So it will be in the left side minus del square E. Okay, because you can skip 0. 0 has no value in this equation. Okay, it is very tough to hold the mobile. Okay, is equal to, in the right side it will be same minus mu sigma del E divided by del T minus mu epsilon del E by del T. Minus. We can take minus and cancel it. So it will be del square E is equal to minus mu sigma del E by del T minus mu epsilon del E by del T. You can write like this. Okay, this is equation number 7. Similarly, again, if you just apply this vector identity to equation 6, you will get the result. Now I can write here similarly. Instead of E, we should apply here with curve. Instead of E, we will write now equation 6. What will be the changes? Can anyone say this? What will be the changes if I just try to apply same equation or similarly equation 6? Instead of E, we will write here A. That's enough. That means del square E, now it will be del square A is equal to, sorry, it will be minus, we have cancelled our minus. So it will be plus. Okay. So it will be mu sigma. Instead of E, we should apply here H del T plus mu epsilon. Instead of E, we should apply here H del T. This is equation 8. Now, equation 7 and 8 is known as electromagnetic wave equation. Electromagnetic wave equation, or simply there is another scientist, simply Helmholtz, Helmholtz Helmholtz wave equation. It is also known as Helmholtz wave equation. If we just consider the constant identity, that means if we consider the whole constant identity for our free space, we can write in the right side it will be 0. It will form del square E is equal to 0 and del square A is equal to also 0. If the right side we consider the constant as for free space, it is 0. If we consider like this, it will be in the right side you can write only simply 0. That means del square E is equal to 0 and del square H is equal to 0. If you just write like this is also known as another form for electromagnetic wave equation. This is also another form for electromagnetic wave equation. Okay. Now, you can write our equation 7 and equation 8, and also 9 and 10 is known as electromagnetic wave equation. You can see the last line. This is very important. Electromagnetic wave equation. And obviously this is integral form. And it is, if there is an integral form, there must be some another form. What was the form? Can anyone say?
I think, sir, point form.
Point form, right. Point form and another point form is phasor form. Either point form or phasor form. If there is an integral form, there must be a point form or phasor form. It is the integral form of electromagnetic wave equation. If you just consider equation 7 and 8, equation 7 and 8, that's enough. Equation 7 and 8 is the key to electromagnetic wave. That means our wireless communication is set up through these two equations. Can you imagine this? Our wireless communication, that means you can use internet, you can use your mobile phone, that means hotspot, Wi-Fi, or just simply mobile communication. Everything wireless communication is set up through these two equations. If you want to research on communication, that means wireless communication or simply communication, you must have to learn about these two equations.
It's by following these two
Equation is very important. If you want to research or if you want to learn some of our communication or wireless communication, it is mandatory to learn about Maxwell's equation, because Maxwell drives this equation, which is del square E is equal to mu sigma del E by del T plus mu epsilon del E by del T. This is the first one, and second one is del square H is equal to mu sigma del H by del T plus mu epsilon del H by del T. These two equations. By following these two equations, electromagnetic wave established and it just propagates. Can you imagine this? So this is very, very, very important. If you want to research or if you want to do masters or PhD on communication, you must have to learn about this electromagnetic wave equation. There is a lot of topic you have to learn. But I have solved the integral form, and there is another form which is known as point form. I will solve it now, or I will wait for some time. Uh, Wasa, can you reply? May I continue?
Yes, yes, sir.
Okay. Now we have solved about electromagnetic wave equation in integral form. Now we will do solve about point form, that is phasor form. I will solve it. That means the phasor form. Phasor of electromagnetic wave equation. At first, you have to write the integral form. Can anyone say what is the integral form? That means del square.
Record for 1 minute.
There is an emergency call. I just feedback the call. Uh, Make a pause to the record. It is still recording. Okay, it has started. Now we will solve for phasor form or in just point form. At first, we write our integral form, which we can found del square E is equal to what was our phasor form? Del square E is equal to mu sigma del E divided by del T plus mu epsilon del E by del T. This is our first form, and there is another one. And this will be question number. What will be the equation number? 11. This will be equation number 11, and there is another part. Mu sigma del E by del T plus mu epsilon del E by del T. This is equation 12. Okay. Now we will solve for our phasor form. Now equation 11 implies del square E is equal to, instead of for phasor form, instead of del by del T, you can write here j omega. Every time if you consider our phasor form, you can write del by del T is equal to j omega. So it will be mu sigma del by del T means j omega into E plus mu epsilon j omega E. Now, if we just make common, j omega is common here, j omega, and another part is mu. J omega mu is common. Now we can write sigma plus sorry, there was a missing part. Sigma plus what will be the another part? There is a small connection. Just you can see. I can use here a red pen. Okay. For this part, that means del by del t, and if we just multiply this part to the first one, this is okay, done. This is like this. But if we multiply the second part, del by del t, and there is another del by del t. Can you see this? If you just multiply this, so del by del t and del by del t. So if you just multiply, it will be del square by del t square, right or wrong? Do you understand who is missing here?
Yes, sir.
If you just
Yes, sir.
multiply the first part, it's okay. But for the second part, in the outside of bracket del by del t, and inside of bracket it is also del by del t. So there must be, this equation will be del square by del t square. If you just multiply the whole part, first one is done, it's okay. For the second one, there will be extra del by del t. First one is del by del t, and inside there is another del by del t. So it will be mu sigma mu epsilon del square e by del t square. So it will be another, for the second part, it is also del square by del t square. So for the second part, there is also what is missing us, every time it will be del square by del t square, del square by del t square. Only this part, del square by del t square, del square by del t square for the second part only. Okay, that's done. So here also del square by del t square, del square by del t square. That's the correction. Okay, that's a multiplication mistake. Okay, so it will be del by del t is j omega. So instead of del by del t, we have right here j omega. It will be j omega square. Okay, now if we just make common j omega mu from the both sides, it will be, in the first part it is mu sigma plus j omega epsilon into e. This e also common. So now in the left side it is del squared e. In the right side it is like this. Now del squared e is equal to gamma square e. Why it is gamma square? Let us consider gamma is equal to root over j omega mu into sigma plus j omega epsilon. We have considered here gamma is equal to j omega mu into sigma plus j omega epsilon. This is for gamma. So gamma is here like this, and if we take like this, gamma square means only this part. That's why we can write del square e is equal to gamma square e. Similarly, we can write del square a is equal to gamma square a. Okay. Now, if we just accumulate this, del square e is equal to gamma square e. This is equation number 15, and del square a is equal to gamma square a. This is equation number 16, and this two equation is known as these two equation is known as phasor form of electromagnetic wave equation. Phasor form of electromagnetic wave equation, where gamma is equal to root over omega mu divided by sigma plus j omega epsilon, and the name for gamma is propagation constant. Propagation constant. This is gamma. Now, if there is any question you can ask. Actually, this is known as the phasor form of Gauss law.
Sir,
Yes.
And in equation 13, sir, where it's come from and E factor.
E factor means which part? This one
Yes, sir.
or E vector?
Yes, sir. Where it's come from?
Which one? This gamma or this E?
E, sir.
E is common in the E is also common here. E is already available.
Oh, okay.
E is available for the both part. We just take common instead of left side. I just take common in the right side. You can see in
Okay,
every
sir.
equation there is E, and in every equation there must be A. Okay, I think all of you will need also the video as well as the picture of this solving procedure. I think you will need this, or only video is enough.
Sir, you can take a photo and then submit, right?
Yes,
Sir, take a photo.
both. Okay, I will take a picture and send it to you. Okay, now you can pause your recording. I will say something.
Okay.
The basic is done.
Okay. Enable, sir.
Yes,
Can I pause or I start?
and I will say something about this equation. This is not for, or you can just continue your recording, no problem. Okay, now I will say something about this electromagnetic wave equation. Electromagnetic wave equation is the fundamental of your wireless communication. That means it is very, very, very important. And I have searched in Google for half an hour, and you know, in your book, I have searched a lot of time, but I cannot find the proper solution of this equation. This is very hard language in your book. You can search, or you can search on Google. It is very hard language. But I think this is the easiest procedure I have ever found, in which way I have solved this electromagnetic wave equation. If you just able to search on Google and if you just consider this procedure, that's enough. If you are able, and if you just follow my procedure, that's also acceptable. Everything is acceptable in my subject. Okay, and there is a very lot of application and advantages of electromagnetic wave equation, as well as there is some disadvantages also in wireless communication. And I think you know about the disadvantage of electromagnetic wave in today's world. There is very, very harmful effect on our human body, which is caused by electromagnetic wave. I think you know about this. We will learn about the deep knowledge about this electromagnetic wave or something else for the next part. But for today, it is very hard to talk in a continuous way and solve like this. This is very first time I have written in my script after a long time. It is possible to manage a board in my room. I think I will try for my next class to manage a board and marker in my room. Then I will try to continue this class. And I think this is very useful for you. We accept this equation. For today, that's enough. And if there is any question, you can ask me, please.